So without any further delay, we shall start this session hosted by the Sankalp Civil Service Society of University of Delhi in collaboration with Avya Society, Tula Society and Department of Political Science of Miranda House on the theme Shikhar Ka Safar, Finding Your X Factor. I would like to invite Sonal Goel ma'am to kindly address us.
Namaste and a very good morning to all of you. How are you all feeling? Good, delighted, happy? I am even the more delighted because this is the college wherein when I remember my college days, I used to come outside the Miranda house to have bhel puri. And of course, some part of inter-college fest and all, because I graduated way back in 2003. So more than 20 years it has been that I graduated from Delhi University, and it has been indeed a long association, I would say a very dear and a very fond association. And after graduating from SRCC, I did my LLB from Faculty of Law. So basically 2 courses which are very, very important for me in my life have been bestowed to me from Delhi University. So therefore, whenever I get this opportunity of interacting with the talented, bright students of Delhi University, I always try my level best to be present here. And when we talk about an institute like Miranda House, when we talk about the society, the Sankalp Civil Services Society, so I always feel very satisfied, I would say, to see that yes, the younger generation of India, the young generation of India, the young populace of India, they are still striving, and they are striving even harder than the times when we were in our college days. Because these kind of symposium, yes, I was part of my commerce society in Shri Ram College, and I was also part of my college editorial team for the magazine, etc. Fine arts, I remember. But yes, the level of engagement which now you people are trying to have, that has seen a remarkable change. And that actually shows that yes, you all want to learn, you all want to have new insights, not only from the people who are from academia, also from people from different fields of life. When I was entering this college, I saw a very big board which mentioned about probably the Hindi or the literature festival, on which I could see 5 or 6 personalities' pictures. And all of them have been eminent in their own profile. Shiv Kheda sir, who is also my senior from my college, and I also have had opportunity of meeting him couple of times. So friends, these are the occasions wherein it is beyond your classroom study that you are all trying to listen to something, some new idea or some personality who is like you, but who has achieved some level of, an epitome. I would not say an epitome, but yes, who has achieved some level, you feel that yes, they have achieved something, and therefore you invite them. So it is not only me, it is for every speaker that you invite, you take lot of, I would say, input, efforts for organizing. So I would first of all like to congratulate the entire team of this college, of the society, of all the societies who have been involved in all such kind of programs. So a huge round of applause for all of you. Swami Vivekananda ji had very well always believed in the power of youth. And while addressing the fellow Indian countrymen, he once in his address had said that take risk in your life. Take risks in your life. If you fail, you learn. And if you achieve, you can share your success story. So friends, when we are talking about the topic, when the students from the college were coordinating with me and they said, "Ki ma'am, anything you can speak on." Primarily they wanted me to speak on civil services because this is a symposium being organized from the Sankalp Civil Services Society. And the 2 of the students who spoke to me, they said, "Ki ma'am, the students want to listen your civil services journey, and of course, because there are few aspirants among the audience." So I said I'll try to cover, but I'll also like to talk to the students some more concepts which I feel are generic. which I feel are irrespective of the field or the career which you are aspiring for. And therefore I mentioned this theme of the theme for today is Shikhar Ka Safar. So what is Shikhar Ka Safar? This is the journey into the peak. And I always have felt that this journey into the peak is never ending. Because once you achieve your peak at one level, you may aspire for something newer in your life. Right? So this Shikhar Ka Safar, this journey into the peak, firstly you have to identify what is your Shikhar, what is your peak or what is your goal. And then once you identify, once you reach up to that level, of course there has to be a complete journey into that. Then once you reach, you may feel that no, this is not the end and I need to move further. So how at this stage of life, when you are undergrads or when you are completing your graduation or maybe you are doing your post-graduation, how do you actually visualize your life? How do you visualize your goal of life? That is very, very important. And then the next part of the theme which I mentioned was finding your X factor. This is, friends, a theme which I took from one of my TEDx talks last year in one of the institutes in Pune. I went last year. Therein the students had given me this theme, finding your X factor. How do we identify our X factor? The younger generation now have various terms, and my daughter, she is in now going to class 8. So she gives me new terminology. So I thought it is Gen X, Gen Z. She said, Mama, this is Gen Z. So frankly, I don't know much about these things, but my only point is that this may seem to you a bit fancy, finding your X factor, but what we mean to say is that finding your unique factor. Finding what is unique about you, what is unique about me, what is unique about each one of you who is present in this auditorium today. And then once you identify, then you have to align your strength for realizing your aim and ambition. That becomes very, very important. So I would try to narrate few of the stories of personalities around us and then briefly tell about my journey also, how I came into civil services, and then how you can, maybe some of the tips, how you can do this. And then towards the end, because the session is going to be till 12:15, I would not mind if we have time, maybe 2 or 3 questions from the audience we can take. So friends, coming to your life, first and foremost important thing is an acronym which I always share with the students, which is called VGPA. This is an acronym which I discuss with the students. So V stands for vision, G stands for goal, P stands for plan, and A stands for action. So what is your overall vision, or how do you visualize yourself, say after 4 or 5 years in life? What do you want to become? You want to become an IAS officer, you want to become a professor, you want to become a research scholar, you want to join media, press. What is your vision? And then once you identify, you have to translate them into things which you can achieve. So they are the goals. The goals are the vision translated into measurable targets. So for example, if you visualize that I have to become an IAS officer, and you know that the pattern of civil services exam is that there are 3 stages, prelims, mains and interview. So you have to decide where you are right now and when do you want to give the examination. And then you will go through the syllabus, you will understand that how much time will you need. At least 1 year, I always tell the students, at least 1 year before the prelims you have to dedicate to the civil services. So these are the goals which you translate from your vision. And then the planning is very important. That whatever is your goal, whatever is your idea, you have to attach your plans. Like this month I have to do this, next month I have to do this. And if possible, once you are clear with the overall planning, time frame which is available with you, try to break it not only into months but also into weeks, and if possible into number of days. And friends, this is not only for civil services, this is for any other examination which you are aspiring for, any competitive examination or even your college examinations. So for example, if you know that my final examinations are scheduled to be in the month of May or June, these are the number of days I have. In these number of days, these are the tasks which I have to do. So when should I be starting, or how many hours per day I have to devote? So this is the plan, and then you will not achieve anything till you have an action. So your action becomes most important. So vision, goal, plan and action. Friends, recently, few months back, I started a podcast which is also titled Shikhar Ka Safar. So why this title I took was because I wanted to share the stories of people who have faced challenges, and despite all the struggles in their lives, they reached up to some level and they have made our... Thank you. I won't mind having some water. Thank you. So they have reached up to some level of achievement in life. And few months back, I had Dr. Animesh Pradhan. He is All India Rank 2 of UPSC examination of last year. So 2024 the results were announced and he is All India Rank 2. And friends, when you read about him, when I read about him when the results were announced, I was so much, I would say, delighted, as well as I felt so small that the way his situation were, he struggled so much and still he reached up to that level. So just to share his story, then I invited him on my podcast Shikhar Ka Safar also, and he shared how he belongs to a place from Odisha. When he was very young, he lost his father. Then his mother, she was teaching and she was trying to support their education. He has one more sibling, an elder sister. Then Animesh came to Delhi and he started working in Indian Oil. When he was preparing for civil services, he started preparing for civil services while he was working. And some years back, his mother developed cancer. And we can imagine that if a parent is struggling from cancer, if she was having such kind of a treatment, because I also lost my father to cancer in October 2023. So I could so much correlate with his maybe kind of struggle or emotional, physical, mental, all kind of traumas that we go through. So his mother developed this disease and then he was trying his best to clear this examination as well as to take care of his mother. He appeared for his examination, he got cleared prelims, mains, interview, and when he was selected, his mother was not alive to hear the news. So just imagine a single child who had lost his father way years back and then who lost his mother during the preparation journey, and still he could achieve All India Rank 2 in this examination. So I said, Animesh, there is something actually miraculous about you, which you have achieved up to this level. And last week on Saturday, I was also on this podcast only, Shikhar Ka Safar. I was with another personality, Mr. Suraj Tiwari. Yesterday I made a tweet about him also. Suraj Tiwari in 2023, he became an All India sensation. Why? Because from his picture it was visible that he does not have legs. He is not having both legs. He is not having right arm. He only has a left arm, and even in his left arm, 2 fingers he is not having. And 2017, he was not born like this. No, he was a normal child. Way back in 2017, Suraj met with an accident. He belongs to Mainpuri district from Uttar Pradesh. And he also belongs to a very poor family, very humble background. And he worked in 3-4 profiles. He worked in Asian Paints, he worked in Samsung. He worked as a for religious rites. He learned, and he worked as a priest in his village also for some time, for sustaining the financial burden of the family. And in middle of all this, in 2017, he met with this accident which changed his life. He was 3 months in AIIMS. He got his treatment. And I cannot imagine how he had that much of courage that he thought of appearing for civil services. And not only he appeared for civil services, he cleared this examination with All India rank 917. That was in his second attempt that he cleared this examination. And now he's on training with the Indian Institute of Mass Communication, IIMC. And soon, within next 2 months, he will be joining his job. So when we meet people like Suraj, when we meet people like Animesh, it actually forces us that if these people, if these personalities can achieve so much in their life despite all the struggles, so our struggles are very very less. हमारी तो जो परेशानियां हैं जिंदगी में, मुझे जब भी मैं ऐसे लोगों से मिलती हूँ मुझे ये फील होता है कि हमारी परेशानियां तो बहुत कम थी जब हमने ऐसा सोचा, और जब ये यहाँ तक पहुंच सकते हैं तो बाकी बच्चे क्यों नहीं कर सकते, हम क्यों नहीं कर सकते, बाकी बच्चे क्यों नहीं कर सकते. And just because friends we are talking about civil services, I'll just very briefly mention about my journey also. So मैं ऐसी स्टूडेंट नहीं थी कि जिसको स्कूल के टाइम से या इवन कॉलेज में भी आइडिया था कि सिविल सर्विसेज में एंटर करना है. I was not of that kind of family. So my family has been hailing from पानीपत, हरियाणा, and आई एम श्योर आपने पढ़ा होगा कि हरियाणा थोड़ा सा पेट्रियार्की ड्रिवन सोसाइटी है, एंड वी आर अ बिजनेस फैमिली. सो माय पापा, they are 10 siblings, and out of the 10 siblings only he was the one who was attracted towards education, and papa did his CA long back in 1970s. So 1970s में पापा ने अपना पानीपत के भी आगे जो उनका जन्म हुआ धर्मगढ़ गांव में, वहां गांव में पहले स्कूली शिक्षा की, उसके बाद SD कॉलेज पानीपत से उन्होंने अपना ग्रेजुएशन किया, एंड एट दैट टाइम ही डिड हिज डिसीजन ऑफ टेकिंग अप CA. कुछ पढ़ाई उन्होंने वहां रह के की, कुछ पढ़ाई उन्होंने दिल्ली में रह के की, और फिर शादी के बाद वो दिल्ली सेटल हुए. दैट इज हाउ आई एम बॉर्न इन दिल्ली एंड माई एंटायर एजुकेशन हैज बीन इन दिल्ली. बट वो फैमिली का इन्फ्लुएंस हमेशा रहता है. सो 20 साल पहले जब मेरी ग्रेजुएशन कंप्लीट होने वाली थी, आई वॉज इन माई 3rd ईयर, आई रेड अबाउट सिविल सर्विसेज इन वन ऑफ द मैगजीन्स ओनली. फ्रेंड्स, फ्रैंकली मुझे उस टाइम से पहले तक पता नहीं था कि सिविल सर्विसेज क्या होता है, क्योंकि कभी उस तरीके का फैमिली में डिस्कशन नहीं हुआ, वो एनवायरमेंट नहीं था. But when I discussed this, when I read more about it, I felt that I should try to be in civil services because मुझे देश के लिए कुछ करने का मौका मिलेगा, and it is something, I mean, I felt that yes, I should be there. But I was also doing CS at that time, company secretary's course I was doing. So when I discussed this with my parents' family, so nobody readily agreed because lot of apprehensions. If we see the data, statistics की अगर हम बात करें तो 10 लाख प्लस एस्पिरेंट्स फिल द प्रीलिम्स फॉर्म. आज का डेटा है रिसेंट, एंड द सिलेक्शन इज इन फ्यू हंड्रेड्स. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट सर्विसेज लाइक IAS, IPS, IRS, 400-500 की लिस्ट आती है, और लिस्ट अब ज्यादा आने लगी है. 20 साल पहले ये लिस्ट और कम थी. एंड देयर इज नो शॉर्ट गारंटी दैट इफ यू अपीयर यू विल क्लियर. इवन द टॉप मेरिट candidates, they are not able to make through it because the examination pattern is a bit different. But then when I kept on discussing this with my family, so then my father said, okay, if you want to do, you do. But he also suggested that you should have a plan B in your life. So by plan B, Papa said that, say for example, you devote 2 years, 3 years to your civil services preparation, and if you are not able to clear, then what will you do? It should not lead you to going into demotivation or you don't know what you have to do in your life. So I took his advice. So friends, my graduation was complete. In June 2004, I completed my CS. So basically company secretary is a course from ICSI. I completed that. In the same year, I gave my LLB entrance from Delhi University. Because CS LLB is considered to be a good combination if you want to go for a corporate sector profile. So मैंने अपना LLB में एडमिशन लिया, मेरा CS कंप्लीट हो गया था. What I thought was that since my CS is complete, I should also have some experience of corporate sector, if not fully, then at least partially, and I should also finance my higher studies at least to an extent. So I started my part-time job, I started my preparation for civil services, and I also started my LLB. So things were very very difficult because LLB was a regular course, attending classes. I had an afternoon class. I used to have an afternoon class, LC1, and then part-time job, and then civil services preparation. So things were very difficult, but I think it is more about how you manage time. That is also, friends, very, very important for each one of us. Even today, I try to have this time management in my schedule. And then I appeared for my first attempt in 2006. So I wrote prelims, I wrote mains, but interview call मुझे आया नहीं. तो interview call नहीं आया तो इसका मतलब I failed in the mains examination. I failed to secure appointment for the interview. So that was actually my first ever failure. Like I had scored lesser marks. ऐसा नहीं था कि मैं शुरू से ही बहुत meritorious बच्ची रही. नहीं, 6th में मेरा जो grade आया मुझे याद है. My school was changed actually because of change of our house. So 6th में जो मेरा 2 subject में grade आया, it was only on the margin that I could just pass. So, but then 7th onwards थोड़ा थोड़ा मैंने अपने आप को groom किया. My teachers also helped me a lot. I improved my handwriting. I mean, nobody improves handwriting in 7th or 8th because I studied from DAV and DAV has a board in class 8th. So my handwriting was very bad. So my teacher suggested that Beta, you should give attention on improving your handwriting because हम तो आपको पढ़ के नंबर दे देते हैं, but कोई anonymous teacher नंबर नहीं दे पाएगा. So I worked on that. So coming back to this journey, like I failed. So of course I was demotivated, dejected. But then I also kind of analyzed that I have to improve. So when I got the mark sheet for the mains examination, I could actually see that my marks in general studies were so low that I failed. And why my marks in general studies were low? Because I had been a commerce student. So मेरा उस पे पकड़ कम था. Because I had not read history, पॉलिटी, ज्योग्राफी फॉर लॉन्ग ईयर्स. ओनली सिविल सर्विसेज की तैयारी के लिए एनसीईआरटीज को पढ़ा मैंने, वो भी काफी सालों के गैप के बाद पढ़ा. सो मे बी द अटेंशन विच आई शुड हैव गिवन दैट वाज नॉट एडिक्वेट. सो आई वर्कड डिलिजेंटली ऑन रिमूविंग माई लेक्यूनास. एंड सेकेंड अटेम्प्ट जब मैंने दिया तो आई हैड अ बिट ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस. ऑफकोर्स यू नेवर कैन प्रिडिक्ट रैंक, यू कैन नेवर प्रिडिक्ट रैंक दैट व्हाट रैंक विल यू गेट. बट आई हैड अ काइंड ऑफ अ फीलिंग कि सिलेक्शन तो होना चाहिए बिकॉज मेन्स में मेरा जो परफॉर्मेंस था दैट वॉज मच बेटर एज कम्पेयर टू माई फर्स्ट अटेम्प्ट. एंड फ्रेंड्स, वेन माई मार्कशीट वर अनाउंस्ड, वेन माई मार्कशीट्स रिजल्ट्स वर डिक्लेयर्ड, आई वॉज सिलेक्टेड. आई गॉट ऑल इंडिया रैंक 13th in my batch, and to my pleasant surprise or satisfaction, I would say, the marks in GS were even higher than my optional subjects. So why does this happen? Because I consistently analyzed why I failed, and I gave, a very clear-cut strategy. I had a very clear-cut strategy. No, I have to improve. So learning from your mistakes, learning why you failed, learning where you failed is, friends, very, very important.